Hello everyone, I'm Boris, and today I'm going to take you on a chilling journey into the heart of darkness. Brace yourselves for a spine-tingling story that'll make you question the choices we make when faced with the unknown. Imagine yourself driving home on a familiar road, passing through dense woods on both sides. It's a route you take every day, and nothing has ever scared you. But what if one night, everything changes? Let's dive into the mysterious tale of the haunting scream. Story number 1. I'm John, an ordinary man driving home after a long day at work. The road stretches ahead, surrounded by thick woods. This route has become second nature to me, devoid of any fear or unease. As I cruise along, enjoying the music playing softly in the background, a piercing scream shatters the tranquility of the night. At first, I dismiss it as a trick of my imagination, or perhaps a song on the radio. However, the intensity of the scream compels me to lower the volume. It echoes again, unmistakably the cry of a woman in distress. A surge of adrenaline shoots through my veins as I pull over to the side of the road. Driven by curiosity and concern, I sprint towards the source of the screams, my heart pounding in my chest. But as I run, I become disoriented, uncertain if I'm moving in the right direction. The chilling cries continue intermittently, disorienting me further. Doubt begins to creep in my mind. Realizing the danger I might be rushing toward myself, I stop for a moment, the thick woods surrounding me. A wave of apprehension washes over me, and I make a split-second decision. I turn around, heading back to my vehicle, determined to let the authorities handle this matter. But just as I do, the haunting scream resonates once again, sending shivers down my spine. I rush back to my car and dial 911, my hands trembling as I try to explain the situation. Shocked and afraid, I drive home, the events replaying in my mind like a horrifying movie. I gather my family, recounting the chilling incident. The next morning, as I watch the news, I freeze in terror when I see the headline: a 30-year-old woman found murdered in the very same woods. It's at that moment I question whether my decision to run away was wise, or if I could have saved her, unknowingly walking towards my own demise. After the bone-chilling tale we just experienced, let's take a brief break and catch our breath. But don't get too comfortable, because the night is still young, and terror lurks around every corner. Get ready for our next story. Story 2. So there I was, driving my truck on a snowy night, the icy wind biting at my face. The road stretched out in front of me, desolate and eerily quiet. Suddenly, my truck shuddered and came to a halt, leaving me stranded in the middle of nowhere. Confusion and panic set in as I tried to figure out what had happened. It was then that I noticed the telltale signs. My engine was overheating. Anxiety gnawed at me as I reached for my phone, only to realize with a sinking feeling that its battery was dead. Trapped in my vehicle, I sat there for what felt like an eternity, hoping for a miracle or a passing car that could offer assistance. Just as despair threatened to consume me, a glimmer of hope appeared on the horizon. A flashlight, bobbing closer through the falling snow. Heart pounding with anticipation, I jumped out the truck, waving my arms to signal the approaching figure for help. As the car drew near, I could see a man behind the wheel. Relieved, I explained my predicament, the overheated engine, and the need to use a phone to call my friend for help. The man, seemingly kind-hearted, asked if I was alone, to which I nodded in response. Without hesitation, the man handed me his phone, and I quickly dialed my friend, pleading them to come to my aid as soon as possible. After the call, the man suggested I wait in his car for warmth and safety while we waited for help. Grateful for his kindness, I returned to my truck, knowing that help was on its way. Minutes ticked by, the snowfall growing heavier, obscuring visibility. Suddenly, a loud pounding against the passenger side window jolted me from my thoughts. Panic surged through my veins as I strained to see who was outside, but the darkness and snow made it impossible to discern their identity. Cautiously, I reached for my flashlight, hoping to shed light on the situation. As the beam illuminated the figure, my heart froze in terror. It was the same man who'd given me his phone moments ago. The realization struck me like a bolt of lightning. He wasn't here to offer help, but to harm me. Fear gripped me, but before I could react, my friend's car pulled up in front of my truck, bathing the scene in headlights. The man outside the car caught sight of my friend's arrival and swiftly retreated into the darkness, disappearing like a wisp of smoke. Trembling with both relief and fear, I quickly climbed to my friend's car, leaving behind the chilling encounter. The events of that night would forever remind me that not everyone who offers a helping hand has good intentions. After that chilling encounter we just experienced, let's take a short break to steady our nerves. But beware, the night still holds one more terrifying tale. Join me as I recount the bone-chilling events of a strange encounter in the middle of the road. Let's revisit a time when I was a 19-year-old boy and my girlfriend was 18. It was a Friday night, and we decided to have a special date night, breaking free from our usual routines. At around 10 PM, we said goodbye to the cozy coffee shop, feeling happy and carefree. Our plan was to spend the night at my girlfriend's place, which was just a short 10-minute drive away. Little did we know that this innocent plan would lead us into a terrifying experience. As we drove along the empty road, I suddenly felt an urge to need to use the restroom. With a shy smile, I pulled the car over and explained my predicament to my girlfriend. Stepping out, I entered the nearby woods, where darkness seemed to envelop me like a spooky blanket. After finishing my business, I turned to head back. But then, a strange and unsettling noise shattered the peaceful night, sending a chill down my spine. Curiosity got the better of me, and I turned around, hoping to understand where the sound came from. Unfortunately, the darkness hid the truth, leaving me with growing unease. Trying to brush it off as my imagination or a harmless creature, I continued on my way. But suddenly, a horrifying scream pierced the silence, so close it felt like it cut right through my soul. Fear gripped me and I spun around, desperate to confront the source of my terror. However, there was nothing there. Just emptiness and shadows. In a moment of quick thinking, I reached for my phone, using its weak light to guide my trembling steps. With shaky hands, I turned on the flashlight and took a photo, hoping to capture any evidence of the strange presence haunting the woods. In that brief flash, I saw a man with a chilling blue striped t-shirt. When I looked up from my phone, he'd vanished, leaving behind only a lingering sense of dread. Filled with terror, I raced back to the car, unable to find the words to explain the inexplicable to my girlfriend. We arrived at her house in silence, and I sought refuge in the safety of her room, making sure to lock the door. With trembling hands, I showed her the photo, and her eyes reflected the same fear that gripped me. That encounter changed me forever. I made a promise never to travel that road again, forever haunted by the phantom figure lurking in the darkness. The photo became a chilling reminder of the eerie presence we witnessed, a puzzling mystery that defied any explanation, and a testament to the terrifying unknown that exists just beyond our comprehension. And there you have it, 3 bone-chilling stories that will leave you questioning the boundaries of fear and the unexplained. I hope you enjoyed this journey into the realm of terror, courtesy of Call Me Horror. If you found these stories spine-tingling, be sure to hit that like button and share this video with your fellow horror enthusiasts. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on future hair-raising tales.